Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is me, Jordan Young, aka Sneakonomics, back with another certified hood classic, bus and banger, no cap on God. In today's episode, we're talking about some of the different gatekeepers in sneaker culture. The vast majority of the inspiration for these characters we're going to go through have come to me via my observations online. You're certainly not likely to encounter a lot of this type of gatekeeping out there in the real world where, let's face it, most people don't give a shit about sneakers. I should also say that this is kind of a more recency type thing. I don't remember as much gatekeeping being around in the sneaker game 10 years ago. And so I feel like it's symptomatic of how sneaker culture has completely popped off, become very crowded and a little bit tribal, and in some instances, a little bit combative. And so let's get into it. The first gatekeeper is the person that gatekeeps the location of where they come up on their amazing thrift store finds. You know this type of person. They're constantly posting conspicuously about these amazing steals and bargains that they've happened across, sitting in the aisles of some dilapidated thrift store, some OG Jordans in still wearable condition, fantastic nick for like $6. And then when you ask them where this thrift store is, they all of a sudden get spontaneous amnesia. Can you believe I found these original 97 Obsidian 12s at the thrift store for $6? I mean, where's that thrift store? Downtown. Yeah, downtown. What's the address? I can't remember, but I'll let you know. The next sneaker gatekeeper is the old head. That's right, the old head is old as fuck. Came up watching MJ play on the court, has had Jordans from back in the day, and sort of feels responsible for helping to bring about sneaker culture popularity. Now, not all old heads are gatekeepers, and to be fair, some old heads have earned the right to be gatekeepers. But the old head gatekeeper is generally the type of person to arbitrate whether or not someone is qualified to be a sneakerhead. I see you there, little youngin'. You got the Jordan 4s on. When did they originally come out? Who designed them? How many original colorways were there? Next up, we have probably one of my favorites, the Nike SB Dunk Skatekeeper.
Skatekeeper.
The sneaker gatekeeper is a young skater who feels like Nike SB Dunks should be left alone to people who skate skateboards. This is another recency thing and has definitely come about thanks to the uptick in hype and popularity of the SB, thanks to Travis. Yo man, you copping those SBs? Cool. Do you skate? What's your board setup? You rock 16:9 or 1080p? What's your favorite trick? Can you do an axe grind or a nose pick or a no-handed lander? A lot of people like to point out to the skatekeepers that if you apply the same logic, you could argue that people shouldn't be buying Air Jordans, which have always been a basketball sneaker, unless they are going to be taking them directly to the court. And there is actually one basketball shoe in this day and age that is gate kept pretty hardcore, and it's Kobe's. That's right, the Kobe gatekeeper is the type of person to say that unless you are buying Kobe's with the express intention to wear them and ball them out on the court, you should leave them alone. This sentiment has definitely become more exaggerated in the post-Kobe era, where a lot of people feel like reselling Kobe's or buying Kobe's without the intention to ball in to be a bit of a disrespect to the Mamba name and the Kobe legacy. The ethnic sneaker or the movie sneaker gatekeeper. If a sneaker comes out in collaboration with a movie like Spider-Man heads and movie buffs come out of the woodwork feeling like because they are hyper fanatical about the movie, they should be the first in line to receive the special shoes. And if you don't like Spider-Man, and if you haven't seen every Spider-Man movie, you have no business touching the shoes. This is also recently played out with the SB Dunk Jarritos, where a lot of people have been trying to gatekeep the Jarritos on account of most people out there not being able to pronounce the name Jarritos correctly. Hey, Holmes, I see you looking at the Jarritos. Listen, mate, if you can't pronounce Jarritos, you shouldn't be buying them, okay, mate? Pacino. Hey, Holmes, I see you looking at the Jarritos. Listen, mate, if you can't pronounce Jarritos, you shouldn't be buying them, okay, mate? Even sneaker resale culture has its gatekeepers. Reseller gatekeepers hate on other resellers for trying to charge high prices when they themselves charge the highest. And so they want to gatekeep the ceiling prices for shoes on the market. This behavior is just flat out annoying. So I offered that guy $150 for his Panda Lows. I was ready to take 10 pairs, bulk deal, quick cash out, but he said no. $190 was his final price. And I just don't get it, man. Like, everybody wants to charge high. That's why I don't like coming to these shows, because everybody thinks that they can tax, and we're the only ones that can tax. So I know we've got them on the website for $300, but at the end of the day, if you want to achieve those wide margins, you've got to put in the work. You've got to be on the grind. You have to be about this life. And I just don't feel like these other guys are about this life the way we are. The last gatekeeper that I want to talk about is one of the more controversial members of this list. It's the purist. That's right, this gatekeeper is very anti-reps, doesn't even like bootlegs, hates resale culture, would never pay resale for a pair of sneakers, and is the type of person that goes out of their way to protect the sanctity of the culture and tries to uphold the integrity of the community by pretty much arguing with absolutely everybody in all the different comment sections of all the different sneaker posts. This gatekeeper is kind of important in a way because they help to continually remind us of the roots of sneaker culture, but could also be perceived as being maybe a little bit stubborn, a little bit hard-headed, and a little bit immobile when it comes to moving and shifting and morphing with the ever-changing sneaker climates. Ain't no way I'm fucking with reps. Ain't no way. Fake shoes are a shit stain on the drawers of sneaker culture. You feel what I'm saying? Same with that bootleg shit. Nah, unoriginal. Miss me with all that. And this resale garbage? Hell no. Ain't no way I'm paying no scumbag kid reseller anything over the retail price. For me, it's retail or it's under. It don't even have to be hype. In fact, I like it more when it's not hype. You feel me? Nah, like the real heats is at the outlets. That's what I'm talking about. Now, I'm sure I have probably missed out a whole bunch of different sneaker gatekeepers, and so please feel free to jump into the comments and let me know what you thought of not only the video, but let me know if there are any other sneaker gatekeepers that I missed in today's episode. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I hope you enjoyed it and had a little bit of a laugh. Make sure you drop a like before you bounce, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care for now, and peace.